And now, a very special award that we've been giving for several years now, the Ann Gooch Award, and it will be presented by our president, our international president, Joan Boutilier.
The Ann Gooch Award is given each year to a member who has significantly contributed to and is or has been a driving force in the development and growth of Sweet Adelines beyond the borders of North America. Inspired by the passion and work of Ann Gooch, a past international president and board member, this award is funded from a private endowment and is given to a member of a worldwide region or satellite area for outstanding contributions to their chapter, region, or area. Upon winning this award, a $500 monetary donation is given to the education fund of the recipient's chapter. This year's Ann Gooch Award recipient has been a member of Sweet Adelines for 29 years. You may know Glenda Lloyd as the bass of Debacle Quartet, or perhaps as the director of Brindabella Chorus, of which she is a founding member. Or maybe you know her as a writer and arranger. As her nominator wrote, "Since discovering barbershop at the age of 18, Glenda has been involved in almost every aspect of barbershop musical life." And Sweet Adelines have benefited greatly from her enthusiasm and dedication. In 1991, Glenda became a founding member of Region 34's Brindabella Chorus, and she began directing the chorus the next year. She has taken Brindabella to 16 regional contests. In 2016, the chorus scored over 600 points, making her a master director and qualifying Brindabella for the Harmony Classic contest, for which she wrote and arranged 2 original songs, wrote a parody, and arranged another song. Under her leadership, Brindabella became the 2017 Harmony Classic Champion Chorus, the first international championship for a Region 34 chorus. Later, Glenda led Brindabella to qualify for the 2020 Harmony Classic competition. Glenda has written and arranged songs for many groups, including the 2017 International Champion Quartet, Frenzy, and the 2018 Harmony Classic third place Division A chorus, Circular Keys. Her arrangements are sung all over the world, and following her success in the 2018 Bursting with Song songwriting contest, even more groups are able to sing her original works. Recently, Glenda was the inaugural winner of the Region 34 Arrangers Competition. She has been the regional copyright and licensing advisor for Region 34 since 2019 and recently completed a comprehensive set of copyright guidelines for the region. Glenda is also passionate about education. Her nominator writes that she is extremely generous with her time, always willing to help choruses, quartets, and individuals to develop their barbershop skills. She has been a member of the regional education faculty since 1999 and travels extensively in Australia to share her skills, knowledge, and passion with choruses and quartets. In addition, she was recently appointed to the Sweet Adelines International Faculty Program. Finally, like all of us, Glenda is a singer. She has sung with many Sweet Adelines quartets over the years and is currently singing bass with 2018 Region 34 Champion Quartet, Debacle. Debacle has represented the region at international competitions in New Orleans, St. Louis, and Las Vegas. Glenda also sang lead with mixed quartet UMQ with her late wife, Jennifer. In 2018 and 2017, UMQ came first in the Australian Eastern Region Mixed Quartet Competition and second at the 2018 Barbershop Harmony Australia Convention and the 2017 Pan-Pacific Barbershop Harmony Convention. Glenda is a singer, writer, arranger, and director whose willingness to share her passion and expertise has impacted the lives of singers all over Australia and around the world. Glenda, for your many years of leadership in music, we are honored to present you with the 2020 Ann Gooch Award. And because we're not meeting in person this year, we were able to shift your beautiful plaque all the way to your home in Australia. And there it is. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Joan. That was that's quite overwhelming, actually. And I'd like to thank you and the International Board for selecting me as this year's recipient of the Ann Gooch Award. Since I found out that I was receiving the award, I've been thinking about why I was fortunate enough to receive it. And look, I love being a Sweet Adeline. And as you have mentioned in your kind words, I've been singing, directing, arranging music and writing songs and teaching and coaching for 30 years. And look, it's 30 years doing the best thing I can think of. And the idea that I've now received an award for doing the thing that I love so much seems almost kind of backwards. I had a great time and you gave me an award. I mean it's such an amazing thing to have happen. Look, being a Sweet Adeline has really shaped my life. I was only 18 when I walked into my first barbershop rehearsal. And as you know, I helped start my own chorus the following year. So the first thing I had to learn was how to be a musical director. And it's not just about learning how to wave your hands and do the music. So through Sweet Adelines, I massively improved my communication skills. And I want to acknowledge the assistance that I received from Julia Woodruff, who is a fellow Sweet Adeline here in Canberra. She was my team coordinator all those years. And she taught me things like, you know, at meetings, it's nice to let someone else have a turn to speak and things like that, which I'm still working on, actually. But, you know, she really helped develop and shape me as a leader, and I appreciate all of her work. I learned a whole lot of things about planning and time management and delegation. And by the time I joined the workforce a few years later, because I had babies early, I had this whole range of skills that I could apply to my work. So I knew how to run meetings, I knew how to organize work, I knew how to manage groups of people, and all of that was because of Sweet Adelines. I learned to teach through Sweet Adelines, and that really flamed my passion for teaching. And so I've spent many years working as an IT educator, as an adult educator, and that again was through Sweet Adelines. I also learned to lead and inspire, and that's from a whole range of people through the years, but I do want to particularly mention Jan Carley. I think that her work on the power of positive speech has been amazing for me and for my chorus and for the wider organization. The things that we can achieve by telling people what they're doing right instead of what they're doing wrong are quite amazing. And of course, I learned a whole lot of things about barbershop and music. And then I was appointed to the education faculty. So then I learned to coach on the fly and to deal with groups of diverse people who I didn't know and what to say and what not to say. And I think I learned mostly what not to say through saying it and discovering it was not the thing to say, but that was good. I got that whole life experience. I also learned the value of the organization, that it is bigger than just me and my chorus. Going out and seeing how other choruses work and what they need, how they respond to the education, really demonstrates how amazing it is to be part of Sweet Adelines. And even now, every time I go out, I learn something new, and it might not be barbershop related, but it's always really interesting. So I'm still getting that opportunity to develop. So then I got into arranging, and, you know, I could hear the music in my head and I wanted to sing it. But again, I had no idea of what I was doing. And I look at my early arrangements now and they're terrible, but that's okay. They're in a pile somewhere and I will get to them someday. But I enrolled myself in the SCRAP program, which was the Southern Cross Regional Arrangers program, and spent several years arguing with Jenny Fay, who ran the program, about whether my answers were right or not, and again learned a lot along the way. And then was fortunate to be selected to join IMAP, the International Music Arrangers program, which is now the Arranger Certification program, and spent 2 years under the mentorship of Joey Minchell, who is just the most amazing arranger. And what she taught me is that to be a great arranger, I need to be both strategic and artistic, and to try and meld those two things together, because those are complementary, not contrary. But the development that I had under that amazing Sweet Adeline was just amazing. And then, of course, there are just the friends and networks that I made along the way. And in addition to having a lot of fun with those friends, it's also been really life-changing to have that kind of network available to me. So when I went away and traveled, when my children were teenagers, my chorus members kept an eye on them. One of my chorus members took one of my daughters to hospital after she fell out of bed one day. So thank you, George. And then when that same daughter moved to another state and I drove her 12 hours to her new home, a different Sweet Adeline, Jen Housen, picked me up and mopped me up and dried my tears and gave me a drink. And, you know, anywhere I go, there is actually always someone that I can call. And that's quite affirming for me. And in fact, that was really highlighted when first Jennifer and I got married and my chorus catered for the wedding. But then when she became unwell and passed away, the messages of support that I received from around the world were quite spectacular. Barbershop and Sweet Adelines brings such a rich life. And I feel very fortunate to have received that so early in my life. I know women who find the organization when they're 60 all say the same thing. Why didn't I find this when I was 18? And I was really lucky that I did that. So why have I received this award? I think it is a recognition that along the way I've enriched the lives of some other people. So the people who've sung in my chorus, the people that I've coached and taught, that I've developed as singers and musical leaders, people who've sung my music. And I mean, I am proud of my achievements. I'm proud to be a Sweet Adeline. I'm proud of my chorus. It's sad that we can't all be together all the time at the moment, but I do see myself as a conduit for the music and the education that I've received. I've only been able to do this important work because of the amazing gifts I've received from Sweet Adelines over the last 30 years. Because remember, I didn't know anything when I walked into that first rehearsal. I knew nothing about barbershop. I hadn't heard it. And everything about my life since then, that whole life arc, has been because of the gifts I've received along the way. So look, I do want to say thank you to basically everybody. Just the people that I've met and the experiences that I've had. And look, I want to take a moment to say it's not an easy time for us all right now. We can't rehearse, things have been cancelled, we're doing this remotely. And I hope that my words help you remember why we are Sweet Adelines, and to ask you to stick with it. And because I can't let a teaching moment pass me by, if we can't sing together right now, what can we do? Well, go out and watch some barbershop videos and listen to barbershop music. Either do it for pure enjoyment or do it and listen critically. What did you like and why? And how can you apply that to your own voice and your performance? Watch great barbershop lessons. Educators all over the world are putting out fantastic videos and podcasts and articles. Two that I'd really like to mention, Kathleen Hansen and Liz Garnett, are both doing amazing things. So go and watch them and learn about things. Become a better musician. If you can't read music, now is the time to learn. Learn about the 11 barbershop chords. Find out what overtones really are. Every sound you hear, including my voice now, is almost all overtones. We can all hear them. Read about the tuning systems. Learn about how equal temperament means that you're actually perfectly out of tune in every key. Do some more reading about Pythagorean tuning, which makes for a bright melody, but actually doesn't tune chords as well at all. I'm sorry, it's physics. It doesn't. So go and learn about just intonation, which reinforces overtones and makes the chord ring. Attend online education, attend events like this, go to celebration events. If your director plans an online rehearsal, go to rehearsal or watch the rehearsal afterwards. And join online singing collaborations. Be part of something bigger without leaving your lounge room. It's really important that we stay connected to the barbershop world and prepare for a time when we can all sing together again. So that's my soapbox. Thank you for listening to that. Thank you again for this award. And look, thank you to Ann Gooch, who was such a supporter of the development of Region 34 and the other regions around the world. I've got a photograph of her teaching me to conduct really early on, which I highly value. And I am looking forward to at least another 30 years of loving being a Sweet Adeline. So thanks, Joan. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Yeah, so well deserved, Glenda. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Hello, Sweet Adelines. This is Emily O'Brien, or Emo, coming at you with a little message about the Life on a High Note campaign. Now, I've been a member for about 33 years. I currently sing with the Harbor Lights Chorus, and I'm also the baritone of the current 11th place mic testing quartet, Lucille. And over the course of that 33 years, I've had so many wonderful opportunities to learn and grow as a musician through education that is offered by Sweet Adelines International. This is in regional workshops, conventions, competitions, all of those sorts of times when we get together and share knowledge. And as we grow and continue into the next 75 years, Sweet Adelines is working hard with new and exciting technology to try to come up with ways to share through online classes, workshops, master classes, coaching opportunities, things like that. So as a member who has really gotten a lot out of my time in Sweet Adelines, I am choosing to give back as best I can. And one of the ways that I do that is through recurring automatic gifts to the campaign. So the Life on a High Note campaign has the ability to accept recurring automatic gifts. So if you would like to choose a frequency and an amount, be it monthly, weekly, daily, you can support this campaign. And you know what's really awesome? Judy Gordon, the baritone of the 1981 Queens of Harmony All-Star Jubilee, is doing a match challenge. That means she will match dollar per dollar up to $25,000 of everyone's donations. So please consider doing this now, because there's no better time. It's easy, it's efficient, and Judy is going to match your donation. Now, the goal of the campaign is to raise about $200,000 or more. So anything that you could consider giving would be so greatly appreciated. So why don't you join me in celebrating 75 years of Sweet Adelines, moving us into the next 75 years with a Life on the High Note campaign. Thank you.